Good afternoon, guys. It is Tuesday, the 11th of June, and we're on the FTSE 100. So as always with the live trade, we are going to talk through the analysis. We will talk through the trade management. I'll try and explain to you guys exactly what it is that I'm looking at, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then we will have a look at how the trade works out. So, coming into the FTSE today, well, first of all, we're on the 15-minute time frame rather than the 5-minute time frame, which is where I usually do my trading. I've kind of been chopping between both of the time frames today, looking for hopefully a good setup, because there's a few sort of different things I'm looking at on the FTSE. We've had a big rally in overnight trading, but on top of that, if we go to Friday, so on Friday, market closed here. We then gapped up over the weekend. We had a bit of a pullback and then we took off. Now, we've had very little pullback since we've started that bullish rally. Coming into the start of today, we're also sitting up above yesterday's high price and up above yesterday's close price. Now, when this happens, it's called the market gapping. So it closes here, but it opens all the way up here, so there's a gap on the market from where it closed the previous day. Now, it's done that on Friday to Sunday. It did that into the Monday open, and it did that coming into today, which is Tuesday. So the market is potentially now looking a little bit overextended. And into the start of today, I was kind of watching this zone as a fairly key level of resistance, so a good level to watch for weakness to hopefully start coming into the market. Now, on the 5-minute time frame, it's been very, very choppy. There's not really been any way I could see to get into this short position. However, on the 15-minute, we've got a really nice pin bar at, where are we at? 130 right here. So, short on the market, I am hoping it is going to trigger in a pretty decent size sell-off. The reason I mostly trade on the 5-minute is because the candles are smaller. Yeah, when the candles are smaller, my overall stop size is smaller, which means I need a less significant move on the market to make decent money, basically. I'm what you call borderline a scalper trader, but this one is a bigger stop, 13 points. So I am looking for at least a retrace down into this zone underneath. So this whole section down here, I'll be watching for, if the market starts to hold, if it starts to put in potential reversal signals, I just want to come out of the trade. But hopefully the market will come off and we'll see a nice bearish movement, but we'll see how we get on. Not too much else to go over for this one at present. I will go over the resistance level on the higher time frame, so the daily time frame, when/if this market starts to break down and I can get my stop to break even. Okay, so what I will do just now though is I will pause the video. If we start to move one way or the other, I'll turn it back on and we'll have a look at what is going on. Okay guys, so we are still in this trade. It is round about 10 to 4 now. All I've done is I've brought my stop to the break-even level because, well, first of all, we're getting toward the close. Market can get a little bit choppy around the close. I don't want to be just blindly holding on to a position, because at the end of the day, people can sort of position themselves, take money out, put money into the market, getting ready for the next day. And so the markets can start to sort of jump around a little bit. We also testing into the swing, holding a little bit, so stop the break even. And now if the market does rally, I will get taken out at break even. I'm not going to lose any money, but I'm still hoping for it to make this breakdown into these levels. Now, it is actually looking like it's just starting to come down. Perfect. One of the things I wanted to go over, just whilst I'm on this video, is I'm just keeping my eye on the trade also. One of the things I hear about quite a lot, and actually, in fact, I'll give you my own experience, my current experience. So, when I am posting trading videos, or videos, on the subject of trading, you get there's always going to be sort of haters coming in, doubters, people who are sort of pessimistic, and people who almost, I'd say they want to see you fail. Now, for me, when it comes to sort of YouTube, it's relatively easy now because I get the comments. It's a frequent thing. You get them at least 1, 2, 3 times a week. You just go on, you just hit block, and I'm used to it. But this type of thing is going to impact you, really any sort of entrepreneurship that you are working toward. Whether it's trading or whether you're trying to start a business, whatever it is, you are going to face this type of thing. It's going to be people who are sort of putting you down, people who are doubting you, people who are telling you can't do it. The worst thing that you can do is to allow those people to influence the decisions that you then make. The way I look at it is, and in all of the businesses that I have sort of operated, there's always been those people. The way I look at it is those people are people who are most likely too scared to take a risk themselves. They have maybe tried to do something and given up on it pretty quickly, or they are just unhappy with their own life. And so they try and project it onto other people. You are unfortunately going to get this all throughout your life. If you want to do something, and you have a plan, obviously, I wouldn't say just jump into something. You should not allow what other people say, what other people think to have any impact on you. Life is tough enough. When you're trying to achieve things, certainly if you're going out on your own, some sort of new business, if it is trading, it is tough enough without letting those idiots influence you. When you are doing something like this, when you're doing anything, any sort of new business, you're going to get 5 years, 10 years down the road. And in those 5 years, 10 years, you are going to make enormous progress. Now, when you're starting out, you will have a destination in mind. Almost certainly, where you end up is going to be somewhere totally different. But you will grow along the way and you will progress. You will be somewhere you consider to be better. You will have progressed when you get to this destination, 5, 10 years, whatever it is down the road. If you listen to these people, if you let them influence what you do, if you allow their fear to bleed onto you, and sometimes it is, coming from a place of love almost, because it's the people who are closest to you sometimes are scared for you and they try and help you by saying, no, you shouldn't do that, it's too risky, you don't want to take these risks. If you do listen to those types of people, in 5 to 10 years, you're going to be in the exact same place that you are right now, and most likely, well, not for everyone, I'm just saying this in general terms, if you are thinking about starting a business or if you're working on something new. In 5 to 10 years, if you're in exactly the same place, you are going to be miserable. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be saying to yourself, I haven't done anything with my life. I'm still maybe in the job that I hate. What am I going to do? And there will be no one to blame but yourself. That's the reality of life. You have to be willing to follow your dream. As cheesy as that sounds, you have to be willing to follow your dream. The haters will always be there. People who are looking to put you down will always be there. You know what? It doesn't bloody matter. Just push it to the side. As I've mentioned, haters, take a closer look at them. You can't do that online, obviously, because it's just idiots behind a keyboard typing away. But look at the comments they write. It's coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of they don't want you to achieve anything. They want to see you fail because they don't think they can do it or they can't do it. They've tried and they've failed. Don't allow other people to hold you back. If you want to do something, bloody do it. It's as simple as that. Find the path that you need to take. Obviously have a plan. I'm not saying just dive into anything, but don't allow other people to hold you back. I get it all the time. With YouTube and really any of the businesses I have operated, I've had it. It's just part of life. It's just people get jealous, people get angry, people get annoyed, and they try and project it onto you. The most important thing you can do is decide what you want to do and then just go for it. If you fail, and let me tell you, with businesses I've run in the past, they have failed. Yeah, they've gone tits up. It's all part of being an entrepreneur, but you learn things along the way. And even when it fails, you're in a much better position to then start moving forward from wherever you are than if I hadn't tried at all. It's really, really important. I hate when I see people being held back because of what other people are saying to them, the fear that they are allowing to be projected onto them. It doesn't matter what anyone else is saying. You don't want to let haters control your life. Okay, so that was sort of a bit of a sideways rant that I wasn't really expecting. Okay, so with this one, We're getting down toward the target area. We're coming up toward the close. I'm going to hold it for a little bit longer, see if we can hopefully break down a little bit further, because we've rejected multiple times up here now. We are starting to break down. Let's have a look and see how we start reacting at this zone. Okay, so I have just closed the trade out. Didn't work out. I was hoping for a stronger bearish movement, but we're now at 434. Last 5 minutes after the 430 candle can get quite spiky, so I was hoping for a strong bearish movement, but we just didn't get it today. So around about £500 on the trade. It might still come down in sort of out of hours trading, but I don't want to hold on to it when I am not at the chart. Now we got a pretty strong pullback. And I was thinking it was going to come up to the entry and take me out of break even. So June, the month of June, I have had quite a few break even trades. So I was kind of resigning myself to it. But we got a nice bearish move back down, and we have just tested into that zone. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the daily time frame quickly. We'll have a look at this zone. I'll show you why I was looking at it as potential resistance. So right across here. So what I was looking at when this was happening with subscribers was the head and shoulders pattern. Breaking down from the head and shoulders pattern, expecting some sort of bearish movement, which we got. Pullback, double bottom down here, so potentially a bullish sign. But on the strong bullish movement here, we are starting to test back into the shoulders of the head and shoulders pattern. So it's a good area if the bears are going to step back in for that to happen. It's also a good area for profit taking to come in on very strong bullish moves like this, where we've gapped up and just continued without any real bearish pullback. So that's everything for today. Actually, it's everything for a couple of weeks, because I'm off for 10 days where I'm not going to be able to post live trade videos. So as always, I hope that was helpful. I hope you're all having a good trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.